Namaskar, I'm Harpreet Kaur and I welcome you all to our live and interactive session. You are watching us on PME Vidya channel number 2 and also on our YouTube handle NCERT official. This session is meant for our tiny tots of class 2 and the subject that we are taking up is English. We are going to learn about chapter number 13 of your textbook titled We Are All Indians Part 2. So we have already learned something in part 1 and of course we will give you a recap of the same, but before that let me tell you that if you have any questions, any doubts related to today's session, please feel free to get in touch with us. Our phone number is 8800440559. Our email ID is dth.class2@cert.nic.in. And on our YouTube handle NCERT official, you can send us your questions, suggestions and of course your feedback. Now it's time for me to introduce you all to my expert for the session. So please join me in welcoming Miss Kirti Yadav. Ma'am is assistant teacher from SHRI School, Nasirpur, Delhi. Ma'am, namaskar and very warm welcome to you. And we both are accompanied by our Indian Sign Language interpreter, Miss Savri Rohila. Savri, we welcome you to the session. So ma'am, this is one interesting part 2 that we are having of this chapter. We really enjoyed this chapter last time. So what are we going to learn in part 2? This is my question. But before that, those who have joined us today for the first time, for them, if you can give us a recap of what we learned in part 1, that would be great.
Sure. Thank you so much, ma'am, for introducing me. So we have already taught this chapter, we are all Indians, and as this chapter itself says, we are all Indians. What makes us Indian is that different languages we have discussed about in the previous sessions, from where I belong, from where the students belong, and so many other things. What are the speciality of each state, which things belongs to which state we have discussed in the previous sessions. Like there were students, there were children, they were talking about Meenakshi were there, Nonglik were there. So they talked about themselves, from where they belong to, what language they speak. So these are the things that we have done in the last chapter.
And I think because you talked about diversity in last chapter, you made us learn about different cultures, different languages. And today also you've got this very beautiful, you're donning this very beautiful attire. So again there's diversity because in some parts of the country people are celebrating Holika.
So as you said, this sarees also belongs to one particular part of the our country, and that is a kota in Rajasthan. This is a kota doria. So again we have get so many things from the different states, cuisine you can say, clothes you can say. So this is what we have done in the last chapter, and if they'll go and watch this earlier sessions, so they will get to know what we have done earlier. So today we'll be discussing about most of the exercises that is already given in the chapter. So they can open their notebook and come with us, and we can discuss the questions that are going to come in the chapter. So before moving to the chapters, I'll just discuss about few words. The first one is festival, as just you named. Holi is just approaching and it's a festival. So we have talked about the festivals in the last session. Puppets, and as I said, this kota doria belongs to the Rajasthan. So puppets also are the main part of the
Rajasthani culture.
Travel. Most of the students talked about where they traveled in their summer vacations.
That's right.
So travel was the word there. Painting, we talked about the Madhubani painting that belongs to Bihar. So painting was the word. Neighbor, some students talked about the neighbor states. So neighbor
you must always love your neighbor, love thy neighbor, as they say.
And the fingerprints. So our tiny tot can give us the fingerprints on the paper.
You can actually give your thumb impressions on the paper.
Yes. So these are the words that came in the chapter when we have read this chapter in the earlier sessions. So let's move ahead. What are the questions they are asking to us, and what we can discuss among both of us and with the students as well. So what do you say when you want to enter the classroom, you want to visit the washroom, you want to borrow a book from your friend, you hurt someone by mistake, you need a pencil and your friend gives you a pencil. So let's start. What do you say, ma'am, when you enter the classroom?
Ma'am, may I come in?
Yes, you are right. You will say, ma'am, may I come in?
Or sir, may I come in?
You want to visit the washroom.
Ma'am, may I go to washroom?
Yes. You want to borrow a book from your friend.
May I please borrow your book?
You hurt someone by mistake.
I'm so sorry.
Yes, you need a pencil and your friend gives you a pencil.
Thank you so much.
So these are the magic words that we have discussed right now. The first one is may I. So before doing anything, you have to take the permission from the
yes.
Your elder ones. So for that you use may I, and if you hurt someone by mistake. So the first thing that we can do
is to say sorry.
Yes, is to say sorry. This is again a magic word. And if you need something and someone is helping you out, so what you'll say?
I'll say thank you.
Thank you. So these are the words that we need to use in our day-to-day life quite often. For our students, I am telling this. So used may I, thank you, sorry very frequently. So next one is choose a partner, ask one another the following questions and reply accordingly. So I have a partner here today.
Yes, same here.
So what languages do you speak, ma'am?
I speak English, Hindi, Punjabi. And what languages do you speak?
I speak Hindi, I speak English, and someone I know Rajasthani as well, as one of my friend is from Rajasthan, and I am trying to learn this language as well.
Very nice.
So another question they are asking us is, can you speak more than one language?
Of course, I can speak 3 languages.
As we have already mentioned, ma'am has also said that she can speak 3 languages, and I am learning the third language. So I can say yes, I can speak 3 languages, and this question is to our students also. They can also reply in the chat box and where they are asked.
Of course.
So how many languages do you speak?
And of course, you can discuss the same with your partner. You both can comment us right now. Now, I have a question. Which is your favorite dish?
As Holi is coming, so I'll say gujia. The sweets I like the most. But apart from gujia, I can say rajma chawal is the thing that I like most to eat. And here's a question to you, ma'am. Draw one thing that you like the most in your home. So now you cannot draw, but you can let me know what is the thing that you like most in your home.
Most in my home? Well, there are a lot of things that I really like, but I guess I like beautiful paintings that I have in my home.
Okay.
So I like colors, a lot of flowers and scenic beauties there. So yes.
So thank you so much, ma'am, for
I can draw that, and our tiny tots can let us know what is the most amazing thing that they have in their homes, and
yes,
they can draw
and
that.
they have this space is also given in their notebooks. If they'll see, they will find the space. So they have to draw the best thing they like in their home.
Yes.
So let's move ahead.
Sure.
Here are the few words they have given with the pictures. So one by one, I'll read all the words. First one is bread, bridge, brown, frock, frame, and frog.
Okay.
Frame sentences using the above set of words. One has been done for you.
Okay.
So I'm just reading it out for them. It was a bright sunny day. My brother went to buy bread. He crossed the bridge to reach the shop. So we framed sentences, 2 of sentences by using this words. So ma'am, can you frame one little sentence for our students?
Of course. So I have to use bread, bridge, and brown.
You can pick any of the 2 or 3 from these 6 words.
Okay, 6 words, right? Okay. So okay, let me use brown. I have a brown frock, and I love wearing that every day.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. Like I like to eat brown bread. I prefer brown bread over the white bread. So I have a beautiful frame of
having the picture of a frog.
Yeah. So we have to use these words. So I can say it. I have a beautiful frame of frog in my home, but I was just telling you I have a beautiful frame of my portrait at my home. So students are free to use these 6 words in their own words. Like they can frame small sentences and they can write in the space given in their textbooks.
Right, so you can frame the sentences and you can message them right now on our YouTube handle NCERT official.
Yes. Okay. So here are the questions. Again, we will discuss some questions, and here it is mentioned. Discuss with your teacher and answer the following questions. What do we call the people who live in India?
So answer is there, Indian?
Answer is there, it's Indians. Name of the festival of colors?
Holi.
Holi. As we have just started this session with the celebration of Holi, as you said, Holi is approaching. happy Holi to all. Which festival do you like the most and why? So I cannot directly question to my students, they'll be answering in the chat box only. So this question is to you, ma'am. Which festival do you like the most and why?
I like Diwali the most because it is the festival of lights, festival of colors and festival of lots of sweets.
Yes, yes. If you ask me this question, I'll just let you know that Holi is my favorite festival, and so you can see the vibrancy on my face, and I'm my gleaming eyes that Holi is approaching, and I'll gonna play with the colors, gulals, and have guzia all the time. So this is the festival that I enjoy most.
Great.
So our students can also let us know that there are so many other festivals also, as we have talked about the university diversity in our country.
So you can tell us about your favorite festival, and definitely you can let us know why do you like that the most. Okay.
So let's move ahead with some more exercises.
Sure.
As this chapter, now we are discussing about the exercises part. So our students also need to give more attention to us. Rearrange the jumbled letters. The answer will be the name of the languages. So there are 4 parts of this question, and they have asked us to rearrange them. So what does rearrange means? So they have given some letters jumbled. So we have to jumble them, and then we have to arrange the sensical word that will be, it will be a language.
So we have the jumbled words, we have to actually frame the right word from those jumbled, rather rearrange them. And the first one is, of course, I mean, all have been done.
Yes,
right.
The first one is Hindi, and the second one is English, the third one is Urdu, and the fourth one is Telugu.
So basically the idea is that you can actually play this game with your friends. This is how we have jumbled them up, but you can jumble them up in your own way, and answers will be these only.
Yes.
Okay. Great.
So now we will be discussing about how we can join 2 sentences together. So let's do this with both of us. Before moving to the chapter, let's discuss this with ma'am and I. So I'm just saying that I like to eat gujia. One more sentence is that I'm saying is I like to eat barfi. So what I can say, ma'am, if I have to make one sentences with both these 2 sentences, what I'll do?
But what options do I have? Do I need to use and? Do I need to use but?
Yes, you have to use and or but. You have to find it out yourself as what will come here, that I like to eat gujia, I like to eat barfi.
Okay, so the one single sentence will be I like to eat gujia and I like to eat barfi.
Yes, you have used and because I like both the things together. So when we can use and, when we are using 2 entities together, so we will be using and. So when we will be using but?
Okay, when I like one thing but I dislike the other thing.
Yes, you're right, ma'am. When I like one thing but dislike the other thing. So let's see what they have given the examples in the chapter. The first sentence is here. I like to eat mangoes. I don't like eat apples. So one thing they like, one thing they don't like. So what will be coming here? It will be coming but. I like to eat mangoes, but I don't like to eat apples. But I think they also like to eat apples. Apples are also healthy.
I think it's the other way around for me. I like to eat apples, but I don't like mangoes.
Okay. So now another sentence. Let's move to the another one. Now write answers for the given sentences in the same way. The first sentence is I like milk. Sentence 2, I don't like tea. So what will be the answer?
Answer will be I like milk but I don't like tea, but I'm lying because I love tea.
So we are just framing the sentences here. So the another question, another sentence is my grandfather is old. Second sentence is he is strong.
So the answer could be my grandfather is old but he is strong.
Yes, you are right, ma'am. So here we have learnt about the and but. When we are talking about 2 things together, we will be add in the sentences, and the one thing is like
when we're talking about 2 opposite things, then we add but.
Yeah. So we add but. So let's move ahead.
Sure.
So this is the question in your chapter where you'll be matching the fruit with their tree, and pictures are also given. On the left side they have mentioned the name of the fruit, and on the right side of mine they have mentioned the tree. So the first one is as all the answer has been done for you. So first is banana, and banana belongs to the
banana tree.
The second one is coconut, and coconut belongs to the
coconut tree.
And the third one is apple, and as you can say, apple are also hanging from this tree. Apple tree.
And you know what, we can also eat, on banana leaf.
Yes,
you can use it as a plate.
This is a sustainable way of using
and it happens in certain part of the country. You can let us know which part is that.
And you won't believe, these days also whenever I'm visiting any South Indian restaurant, if like
oh yes, they're serving on banana leaf.
And nowadays we are also being North Indian, I'm also following this thing of using the leaves in our lives. So whenever I get the chance to be sustainable and to be like with the nature, to go with the nature, I try to do that.
Sure.
Now something new for them that is being introduced in their chapter.
Okay.
So as it is already written, something new. So what is this? So in this picture you can see Mahatma Gandhi sitting with a kind of a charkha. So now there's a discussion among the students in the class. There's a scene in the class. So we'll be discussing that only here.
Okay.
So the scene is a classroom setting. Students of class 2 entered the classroom. There is an unfamiliar object on their teacher's table. So class 2 students are not much familiar what is being on the top of the table. Everyone is curious. As you know, whatever will you take to the classroom as a TLM, they'll always be very curious.
Yes.
So Anshika, one student, hey, look at this, pointing at the object again. So one of the students, Zoya, does it belong to our teacher? So everything that is on the teacher's table, they said this is belong to our teacher. So now Rohan, but what is it? Now Tejas, it looks like a bicycle to me, but it has only one wheel. Now being student, they are guessing what is it exactly. So Bhavya, and it has no handle. They are assuming it as bicycle, but now they'll get to know what it exactly is. They go round the table. Now they are taking the round of the table and being very curious.
Trying to observe what is it. Yeah.
Yes. They start looking at the object from all sides. Teacher enters. Everyone, Namaste teacher, Pamyo, pointing to the object. Ma'am, what is this? Teacher, smiling. Do you know about Mahatma Gandhi? Do you know who he was? Little bit students know about Mahatma Gandhi. Zoya, ma'am, Mahatma Gandhi is the father of the nation. Teacher, right. Gandhiji led the Indian freedom movement. Anshika, Gandhiji also gave the message of non-violence and peaceful existence. So can you be surprised, like the class 2 students are much familiar.
They're very
with
smart. Yeah.
Yes. Now Simran, pointing to the object on the table, but what about that? Teacher, this object was very dear to Mahatma Gandhi. It is called the charkha or spinning wheel.
Yeah.
Rohan, what is it used for, ma'am? Teacher, Mahatma Gandhi used it to spin thread. The teacher takes out handkerchiefs and show it to the children. This is made of the thread that is spun on charkha. So you can also say like whatever we are wearing, this is also can be made by.
We have this fabric
weaving.
khadi, which is spun on spinning wheel. But these days we have modern spinning wheels. This is a traditional spinning wheel.
And like khadi is very famous as because it started from there only, the spinning of the
and it's all done manually.
Wheel.
It takes a lot of work, a lot of hard work is there, and a lot of time.
And it is quite good for the summers.
Absolutely.
It is
very good for your skin and body.
Yeah. Breathable cloth, we can say it.
Yes.
Rohan, what is it used for, ma'am? Teacher, Mahatma Gandhi used it to spin thread. Rohan, what is it used for, ma'am? Teacher, Mahatma Gandhi used it to spin thread. The teacher takes out handkerchief and showed it to the children. All children clap with joy. So this is again a very interesting thing the students got to know about. Like anything that we are wearing is made up of the threads, because they haven't seen much of the time that.
But they can always visit, a place where khadi is being sold,
Yes.
and you can visit the museum where you can find all these things, where you can find things related to Mahatma Gandhi.
Yes, these are the things that we can do for the children. So we have the Gandhi Smriti in
Yes.
Delhi, Rajghat. So whenever you are visiting Delhi, or if you are in Delhi, so this is the must place that we have to take our children to learn about Mahatma Gandhi and many techniques that he has used for our country, and as student says,
Absolutely.
non-violence and the peaceful existence he has taught to us.
Yeah.
So this chapter also talked about some festivals. So here we'll be discussing about 3 to 4 festivals also.
Okay.
So the first one is Fool Day Festival.
Fool Day Festival, quite interesting.
So before moving to the content, ma'am, can you just let me know what do you understand by Fool Day? So
Fool, something related to flowers only, I
yes,
guess.
fool something related.
Harvest of flowers, I don't know. You tell us.
Yes, again this is a festival of flowers. This festival marks the beginning of spring.
Oh, wow.
Children collect different kind of flowers. They go to the houses near their home. They offer flowers to the elders. Sometimes they keep the flowers on the doorstep. The elders give them rice and jaggery. So this festival is more about collaboration of the children in their vicinity. They come together, they collect flowers, and they offer these flowers in the doorstep of their neighborhood, and in return what they are getting the rice and the jaggery. So another festival that we are talking about is Sharad Purnima.
Okay.
Sharad Purnima is celebrated on a full moon night. It is celebrated in the month of Ashwin, that is September and October. The weather is generally pleasant. Sharad Purnima marks the ending of the monsoon season.
Okay. Well,
So-
it's that time of the year when we also celebrate Navratri.
Yes, yes, and you can spot one more thing here. There's a handi with the kheer in it. This is very quite famous, that on the day of eve
Purnima.
of Sharad Purnima, we are making the kheer and putting it under the moonlight.
Wow.
With like why in the moonlight, to get energized with the energy of moon. So this is what we do on the Sharad Purnima. So another two festivals that we are discussing here is Adi Peraku. Adi Peraku is a Tamil monsoon festival.
Okay.
It is celebrated in the month Adi, month July, August, in between the July, August. People worship the river Kaveri. Farmers pray for a good harvest. The last but not the least, it's Pang Labsol. Pang Labsol is a festival of Sikkim. This festival is celebrated in the month of August or September. Mount Kanchenjunga is worshipped on this day. It is a mountain. Kanchenjunga is considered as a protector by the worshippers.
Yes, it is the third highest range of Himalayas,
Yes.
and it is situated in, of course, in India itself. And you have given us this bright idea of knowing our culture and tradition through the, I would say, local festivals of ours. So, my dear viewers, our young learners, I request you to kindly tell us about the festivals that you celebrate in your state, in your region, which are local, and how do you celebrate them, what do they signify. Just let us know or send an email to us.
And ma'am, have you noticed something in these four festivals? These festivals are more worshipping of our nature.
Nature, yes,
The
yes.
first one we are worshipping the flowers, festival of flowers. It is Adi Peroku. We are worshipping a river,
We are
Kaveri.
worshipping moon.
Yes, we are worshipping
mountain.
mountains. So we are celebrating our nature. So there are some others festivals also, like which. If I'll ask you, in which festival we worship the sun?
Makar
Yes.
Sankranti for that matter, Baisakhi, where we
Baisakhi is
celebrate
the
the harvest
harvesting.
season. Yes.
And Chhat Puja is also
Vasant Panchami,
Yes.
again we worship nature.
Yes.
So these are like beautiful examples that how we must preserve our local tradition, and they tell us so much about our cultural diversity.
Yes, and they are traditional festivals also talk about conservation of our environment.
Yes,
like they are mostly belongs to and moves around our
Environment or
protecting our
nature.
environment and our nature.
True.
So by doing this chapter, we are all Indians. We have learned about so many things about India and all these festivity that occurs in India also. So on the eve of Holi, or we can say today we are also celebrating Holi, I expect my students to be safe And
yeah, play safe Holi, and not just play Holi but also do a little assignment. So
Yes.
you have got this last slide where there's a little project work for the
yes,
learners.
and as you have done so many things with us, so this is the question that you will be doing on your own and with the help of your elders at your home. So ask your parents or grandparents or your relatives about a folk song or local song that they used to sing in their village. Ask them when they used to sing it. Also learn the song in your mother tongue and then sing it in the class. Present in the following format. So format is already given in their textbook, that is their name and what the
Of course, you can write your
Lokgit-
name, your
yes.
class teacher's name, date of the session, and you can also send your photograph, which is completely optional. But please complete this project work and email the same to us on dth.class2@ceit.nic.in. Well, with this, it's a wrap, and let me thank my expert for her valuable contribution to the session. Ma'am, thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
It was indeed a very colorful and delightful chapter, and once again, a very, very happy Holi to all of you. I would also like to thank our ISL interpreter, Ms. Sabri, along with my entire team for making the session a success. And now that we are through with this chapter, with this session, let me tell you what's coming up next. And here is the program schedule. In a short while from now, you can watch a session on mathematics. Topic is going to be, which season is it? Well, with this, it's time for me to close the session. This is me, Harpreet Kaur, signing off, and we'll join you shortly. Namaskar.